crafty friends. Hold on, let's try this. Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk, the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner. Welcome to another product spotlight. All right, let me get the page open. Oh, so we've had some crazy storms outside. My husband made the mistake because now it's clearing up. He's like, oh my gosh, I gotta walk the dog, it's gonna storm. They went and it went, and so needless to say, he was soaked and the dog was soaked. So yeah, so I will have to, my pretty dog who got groomed last week is now like kind of scraggly looking. So I will have to help her out. All right, I see that I am here. Okay, so if you get here and you see a little red live in the corner, say hello. You're here with me right now. Don't worry if you're not. You can watch this on the replay here on Facebook, or maybe you're finding out on YouTube, and that's totally fine. I'm super happy, and I love your comments later too. So yes, so I'm hoping to be a nice resource for you. I know there's lots of demonstrators out there, and I like to watch their videos too, because sometimes I'm like, how does this work? And that's what we like to do, is we like to share crafting with everyone. Okay, so let's see. But actually, first, before I talk about the I don't even know how you say it. Peony? I don't have any, but a few of my neighbors around the block do, and they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So before we talk about that, I'm going to talk about my Just Cards class, because I am really sorry. I got the information out late. It went out today in an email, and I've been posting about it like crazy. And so I've extended the RSVP date till Friday at noon, because you know what I'm going to do all Friday afternoon, Friday night is prep the packets so they can get in the mail on Saturday, unless you happen to live close and you want to pick it up on, you know, Monday or Tuesday, Saturday, whatever. We'll work it out. But let me show you what the class is and explain that. So I'm going to put you down here so you can take a look. Oh, they're all so pretty. Okay, so a Just Cards class, traditionally you come to my house and we make 6 cards, usually 2 of each design, and sometimes it turns out like today where they are slightly different. But for Just Cards to go, I'm really trying my hardest to figure out how to make cute cards for some of my friends that, you know, you might not have a lot of stamp sets. So the general idea is you just need to add a sentiment. And the star of the show, I think, is this Peony card that I'm going to show you how to make this. And in fact, look at this. I used a die. So I can send you all of this and you can put it together. And then if you have a sentiment for the inside, you could stamp that. And there will be a piece of paper. Don't worry. There'll be a piece of paper for the inside. But that's how the class works. I cut up all the paper. I die cut all the things. And then I send it to you. And then if you want to join in, we're going to use Google Hangouts again. So if you don't have that app, you'll need to get the app. We're going to use Google Hangouts, and I'm going to help you put the cards together. So you would get supplies for 2 of the Peony cards. And then I'm sure you saw me post earlier these cute little dog and cat cards. So you would just need some kind of small stamp. And if you don't have any stamps, I also have an option too where I have some past paper pumpkin stamps. And you can pick one of those. And you know, if you need to cut a little strip of paper, you can really make this work. But isn't this cute? So what I did was cut out the cats. So you might get different cats and different dogs. That's okay. And I'll teach you how to cut the little picket fence. I thought these came out really cute. So I did a dog one and a cat one. So you'll get the supplies to make those. And then you're not going to get all 5 of these in color cards, but you're going to get 2. So you might end up with a blue and a green, or yellow and a cinnamon. I'm gonna just make equal amounts and just divide them up. And all you'll need is some kind of stamp that could fit on that. Or you know what? You could probably put something else there. So that is the plan for next week's Just Cards class. But I do need you to pay by Friday and let me know, so I know what to do Friday afternoon. Okay, so enough of that. Oh, let's leave this here. Let's talk about the Peony Suite. Okay, it was very high on my list. I do have a plan with the Maryland Stampers to make a really cool banner, like to hang along a fireplace or hang on a wall, because I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, it would be beautiful for that. And it's funny, normally, oh my gosh, I said it last night too. Normally I'm not real fiddly, but I was like, this is so pretty and so nice. So there is paper, dies, and oh, I didn't go find those. Okay, there are, I don't know where mine are. There are these cool square doilies. Oh man, I might have used that. But anyway, you can order it all for $97.50. You get one of everything. The stamp set, which I will show you, and I don't have an extra tag for my open house. I sent them all out. I use this flower. I stamped it and colored it with our Stampin' Blend. So you can color and make it any color you want. But let's take a look at the suite, and then I will show you how to make a flower. Okay, so here we go. Look at how many of these I've used already. These are the Elegant Faceted Gems, and they come, I don't know what the official, I'm not gonna look it back up, but there's like clear, this is the Petal Pink, and like frosted. And I think they're all beautiful. There is a really cool embossing folder, and I emboss it 2 different ways so I can show you. So, oh, 3 actually, because see on the card I did it in basic gray. Okay, see if I'm out of the shadow. Here it is on smoky slate, and here it is on white. And you could add ink to it. I think that it's called, what is it called? Something diamonds. And again, you know, there I go, not knowing what it's called, but it's okay. So there's lots of ways to emboss that. Okay, what else do we have? This ribbon, oh my gosh, look at this. It is gray granite. It's a little stiff, like it's, what do they call it? I don't know what they call it. Okay, how about it's called shimmer ribbon. It's a 1/4 inch thick. You get 10 yards. It is really pretty. So I think I'm gonna put that on a card tonight with you. All right, here is the stamp set. It is a red, hi Ann, welcome. It is a red rubber set, so there's lots of detail. Let me show you, oh, here we go. So this is what I did last week when I was making the little tiny favors that I put in my make and takes for my open house. I stamped it in Memento ink. I did not get a chance to recolor that one, but here's some, like, see the leaves are colored. I colored them with Stampin' Blends, and there's a little one. See that little guy? That's a cute one. And then there's the big one. I did not stamp the big one yet. But those are the flower and leaf images. I kind of like this little guy. It looks like the DSP, one of the DSPs I think is like that, or it's similar. So that could be a little atmosphere stamp. And then there's So Sorry for Your Loss, Your Sweet Friendship Refreshes the Soul, Love and Thanks to a Dear Friend, My Thoughts Are With You. So these are kind of like serious sentiments, but look at this. I mean, you can say a friend, you could say happy birthday. We're gonna say tonight, we are gonna use this little tiny hello on the card we make. And that's from the set I showed last night, Best Year. So anyway, there's a really nice stamp set. Okay, there are lots of dies. Oh my gosh, they barely fit on this big size because there's dies to cut out the big flower, the medium flower, the small flower. And there's leaves, those leaves that you can stamp. Then the rest of these are made to cut out the flower and the leaves. And then this is kind of a border edge. I have not used it yet, so I think it'd be really cute, but I'm not gonna use it tonight because I already did my big shotting in advance so that this won't take us so long. So very cool dies, but I'm always afraid like I'm gonna lose them when there's so many. Okay, so there's the dies. And then you have this super cool paper. Okay, and it's in the colors of Basic Gray, Gray Granite, Petal Pink, and Whisper White. So sometimes they're gradients because to me, there's no way that this is Gray Granite. It's not, because this is Gray Granite. So to me, this is Basic Gray. They don't list it on there, maybe because it's not a prominent color. I'm not sure. Maybe it's an error. But anyway, I like this. And then on the back, this is our Petal Pink. This one I think is super cool. Although I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I think it's super cool. It's like marble. And then look at that. So you could color this or not color this. This is really pretty. I mean, it seriously looks like someone probably did sketch it. All right, and then you got a bunch of little ones here. And on the back, you have the same print as before, but in gray. Let's see. And, oh, we already did that one. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, we'll do it big. So I like this one a lot. That's what I used on my card. And then look at that. So that's in Gray Granite on the back. And that is, I think that's Basic Gray on that side. All right. This one, look at this. I like the pink. And then you have, you know, so basically this is the same image just done in different colors and different like styles. And then there's this really small print. And look at that. These are the buds. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm showing it to you upside down. There we go. These are the buds. Those are really cute. That is pretty. And then that's all. Okay, so that's the paper. Let me put it semi-neat so I don't get it bent. And so I can find these little guys. Okay, so let's get started on the flowers. And sorry, I didn't clean my grid, didn't put a new grid paper out. This is what we get. Okay, and actually I'm also gonna get it centered. Okay, we got all these things. Host code, that's how to find me. All right, so I cut out 2 sets. And I'm going to show you 2 ways I thought of to stamp it. And you're going to laugh. I watched part of one video, and it was in German. So mostly I just looked, I was like, just show me how to put it together. I don't feel like fiddling in my brain to put it together. And then I saw just a little bit of a US demo. Shoot. Rachel? I can't remember now. And I saw her put one together. One thing you can do is Google peonies and get images. One of my neighbors has like some magenta ones, and then someone else has like the white or cream ones. So that can help you. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to color them and do them. Okay, we'll do the leaves last. All right, so the way I did it on this card, and I took this from, it's on page 80. I took this from here, from this flower, where I saw that it had pink tint on the edges, okay? And then the second flower we're gonna sponge is gonna be like this, where we're basically trying to show the shadows. But we're gonna start with this one. So you get all your pieces. Okay, and of course they're gonna all stick. All right, so there's all my pieces. So to do the edges, I just took some Petal Pink and a sponge dauber. And I don't know if I haven't told my tip recently. So sponge daubers, although I managed to find ones similar in color, I now, instead of keeping 50 and having to know exactly what color they are, I bought a little mesh bag. I think it's like for baby bottle things, and I throw them all in there and I put it in the dishwasher and I wash it, and then I let them dry, and then I can use any color I want. In a class I would put a label because if it didn't match, but like today I got lucky. I found an old pink one, so it'll stain them, but it's not on there. Okay, and like, yeah, because this pink one, see, there's nothing. So that's something you can do, is just get a bag of them and wash them. Okay, so anyway, what you do, it's not this end, and it's you're gonna be so excited when you see how this goes together. Okay, so I'm gonna sponge along the top, and then see this part, I'm gonna sponge that too. And you gotta pull it down careful, because that's part of the petals. And you could, you know, put a little more, you could put a little less. All right, so the bad thing is for that, well, bad and good, for that to-go class, I guess I'm gonna sponge them for you if I have time. I'll definitely sponge the people I know you don't have a lot of supplies. So I'm doing the outer petals and the inner petals and the edge, okay? So it only needs a second, you know, and you could go really light, or I'm going a little, I decided, I was like, well, I want it to look different. So I'm gonna go a little darker. So I'm gonna sponge there. And this one I wanna go all the way around because this is the base. I'm so glad this was easy, like once I saw it, okay? And then one more, oh, actually 2 more. So we're gonna sponge those. Okay, remember, pull it apart gently and then sponge that too. So we're gonna get to the top part. And right there, okay, 1, 2, 3. And then the little inside, in some pictures it is, excuse me, yellow, but just to make it easy, I was like, I'm just gonna go with the same. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's sponge the other one. And we put them together. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna sponge in the same color, Magenta Madness, our new color, and instead of sponging the ends, I'm gonna sponge the bottom edges. Okay, and this is probably strong. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is where the line is, and you guys, you're gonna laugh. This is the first time I've done this. I just looked at the picture and I'm like, oh, okay, they just sponged the middle. So we're gonna hope I get lucky. It's not been a lucky kind of day, so if it comes out poorly, I'm gonna be okay with it, and you're gonna be okay with it. But so what we're gonna do is darken the line. And try not to make it have too much of a line, but it will get put together. Okay, I'm happy with that one. And then this one. So I'm darkening the line. Okay. This one. Okay. And then this one, the line. This is my guess, so I'm hoping. Usually I'm pretty good at guessing this because I did not actually see anybody sponge it. So, and this little guy. Oops, I just did the wrong side. Okay, so there's my sponging. Now the leaves. Okay, you can kind of go two ways on the leaves. These I cut out two colors. Okay, and that's not the right one. Here we go. And so you do, it is a little fiddly with glue and stuff, which we'll do one of these. Is this the right one? Yes, so this is two colors. This is Pear Pizzazz and I think Garden Green. And I thought that looked pretty together. Okay, these I cut out in the same color, so we're gonna sponge them. Which part? Let's look at the page again. 87. Oh, sorry, 84. Okay, so, because it looks like they did both kind of leaves. So, you know, it looks like they just randomly sponge wherever the heck it felt like. And that's what I did earlier. So we're going to go with the wherever the heck we feel like technique. Okay, so I love this green. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let's see. Which one goes where? That does not go on that one. So there's like one die for each thing. So you can, like in one pass through the Big Shot, I can do a full flower. And that is a good thing if I'm going to be die cutting them for friends and people taking my class. Okay, so I'm going to sponge the outer edge and the inner edge. Okay, I like that. And then this one goes here. And then we're going to glue these together so they can dry a little bit. You could do adhesive, it's like my thing, you could do adhesive sheets, but you got to have time for that, and sometimes you got to put the time here. So wherever the time is going to happen for you is okay, but you could use them. Okay, those are done. All right, so we'll put this out of the way, and let's glue these together. Hey Zoe, hi, from the UK. That is super fun. That's what I love about the internet. There's a lot not to love, okay, but that your friends from across the globe can watch you is super fun. Like I said, I watched some German video for a few minutes, and I was like, ooh. Okay, so we are gonna glue these on. You can use your glue pen. That's my current fave. You could also do your mono adhesive, and what I would recommend is put some here and use a sponge. But we're gonna go, I've been really digging my fine tip glue pen lately. I'm like on a roll with it. Okay, and it's so funny because I have big fingers and I'm not the most dexterous, so this little fiddly stuff occasionally gets to me. But we're gonna see if I get lucky. I got lucky earlier today, but then after I made the really cute card and stuff, then I got unlucky for a while. So, but it was computer unlucky, so there's that. Okay, so we're gonna stick that on. We're gonna do them all. Don't worry, I will show you how to put the flower together, I promise. And if you're watching this on the replay, you could fast forward. I don't mind. I fast forward all the time when I watch videos. And then I've been known to back up and go forward and back up and go forward, you know, depending on what information I need. Hey, Darlene, glad you're here. All right, and see, Darlene's in Texas, so that's super fun. She was the big bingo winner the other week. So Darlene, I ordered your thing, but I have a feeling it's still in picking because it's Stampin' Up! Got a lot of orders, so we got to be patient with them, guys. If we're ordering, unless you want to spend the extra money to expedite, which I have done. Otherwise, I probably would not have any of these things, especially being on the East Coast, far from Utah. It's taking a while to get your stuff. And I know in Europe it's taking even longer. Okay, just make sure I got the right ones. Ooh, I like this. I like the garden green and the pear pizzazz together. I think that they are super cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on. Ooh, I like them a lot. All right, so I think that's what people in the Just Cards class are getting. You're gonna get those because I think they look pretty. Okay, we're almost there, guys, with leaf creation. So yeah, I'm not putting a ton of leaves. If you do a lot of leaves in your card design or your project design, you are going to be busy for a while. Okay, we have one last leaf, and then we won't need the glue. You're going to be excited about the adhesive you can, it's running away from me. The adhesive you can use on the flower is really easy. You can use snail or our new seal. You can use glue dots. Okay, let me put the lid on this. You know I can't see it. There we go. Okay, so now that I lit it, let's hope the last one goes on okay. Ah! See, I jinxed myself. Okay, all right, so we're gonna move that aside and build some flowers. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how it goes, and then we're gonna talk about things to make it pretty. So it's like a puzzle, small, so apparently I'm going counterclockwise, small to large. And I stick that one in last. I found that that was fine. Hey Casey, yeah, it's, this is, I just did it all in the same colors for mine. So the center, I didn't do yellow centers. So this is what you do, is you put them in, and so now it's flipped over to the back. You slide it in, and look at this, guys. I think it's so clever. It goes exactly to the bottom. Ta-da! So here, let me show you close. So when you slide it in, it goes exactly to the bottom, and you just do that all the way. But before we do that, to make it fancy, we are going to take our bone folder. Oh, good night, Zoe. It must be late in the UK. We went to London for our 20th anniversary, and we flew all night. Oh my goodness. Okay. So did you see what I did? I just curled the little teeny bottom piece. We flew all night, and we got there like at 10 a.m., and then we dropped our stuff at the hotel, and we walked around and looked at stuff because, you know, you can't check in. And then about 2 o'clock, we got in the hotel, and we took a nap. Okay, so I'm doing the little outer edge is getting a little curl. All right, we're going to do it again. And it's you got to be really careful. You don't want to rip it. There's not a lot of extra paper. Okay, and then the last one you don't have to worry about. Okay, so remember, small to large, small to large, apparently counterclockwise. Okay, so this one is going to get adhesive on the bottom. There I go. I'm telling you, I'm still getting used to this. When I do a big card front, I love it. But when it's little like this, sometimes I'm still fiddling. And it's very sticky, which is good, but it sticks to my hands. It sticks everywhere. Okay, so we're going to put the little one in. And I think this is the one that's the most fiddly for me. Okay, so it's going in. Now flip it over and bring this all the way down and then stick it. Ta-da! Look at that. Okay, and then we do the same. So the next size, give it some adhesive at the bottom. Yeah. You can also, and we're going to do glue dots on the last one. You could do glue dots on this one too, but okay, ready? So same thing. It comes in from the front. Now we flip it over. And look at this. We bring it down, down, down. Find exactly the spot and then push it down. look at that. How cool is that? Okay, and then on the last one, that is really small, so I went glue dots. And you could do glue dots for the whole thing too. I mean, it makes it a little bulkier. So just put them right at the bottom. Maybe I'll put one more. Okay, so glue dots. And now same thing, from the front, slide it in. Oh, it's so cute. Flip it over. Don't stick it in your glue dots yet. Flip it over and slide it. Look at that. So see, slide it down and get it even and push it down. Ta-da! Is that not the cutest, prettiest thing you ever saw? So cute. Okay, the little middle, this is what I did with the little middle, is I took a glue dot, put it on there, find the center. I mean, you could probably do it without it. It's not gonna work today, of course. I do it a couple hours ago. Oh, because you know what? I'm too far. Look at that. I gotta go back here. No, I don't know where it goes. I think it, all right, I'm gonna put it here. Let's see. But I needed to get down in there. Okay, there we go. You know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna see if I can get it out. Okay, we'll do the other one center first because now I've lost, oh, I feel like this is the front. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh, duh. Okay. Now we're cooking. There we go. I like that. And that is how, isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. And it's not that hard. Now I think on, let's look at the picture again. I think they, on one of these, nope, it's 84. I should have just left it open. You guys, this is the first time in my 6-7 years of being a demonstrator, I got my, I took it to Staples and got it spiral bound. I've never done that before. Because I was trying to decide if they added an extra layer. I feel that they did on this. So I'm not sure which piece they did twice. I think it's the big one, and they put one on the top and one on the bottom. That's my guess, but I have not tried that. So what we made was this one, with just using all of the pieces. And see, they did a yellow center, so you could do a yellow center, but like they puff up so much, you almost don't even see the center. Okay, so let's try our pink one, and then we'll make a card with that one. Oh my gosh. And then this one, look with its pretty leaves. How pretty is that? That is gonna be super cute. Okay, so, all right, so let's do the same thing. Small to big, going that way. I don't know why, but that's the way. Okay, so let's give them a little curl, and we're gonna see how, if my sponging worked. And then we'll put this together on a card. I've got everything prepped for the card. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look fine. But I did pre-cut some paper, so because I wanted to be able to play with the flowers with you guys, because I know that this part, you know, is like, what do you do? And I bet Stampin' Up! Has a super professional video that I probably could share with you guys, and they probably show you how to do this. So I will look tomorrow. Okay, and then we don't have to do that one. Okay, so let's see. Should this little center go in first? Okay, let's put it in first. So you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna put that there, and I'm just gonna put a glue dot on the back. And let's hope that that is the correct thing to do. It's so funny, I made it earlier and I was just like, I popped it in, I was all confident, I didn't have to worry about it, and it worked just fine. Okay, so now we need, so then the adhesive goes, I'm just gonna glue dot this, goes on the bottom of the next size piece. Okay, so it's on the bottom of the next size piece. So I put it in from the top. And this is the one you gotta wiggle. And then I flip it over and I slide. I gotta be careful because I got that sticky little center, and I slide it all the way down and push it down. Oh, look at that, I did do good. Okay, let's do it again. And so what is it? It's 4 pieces plus the little stamen piece. One more. Okay, so same thing. Put it in from the top. Yes, Janet, this is the new magenta. I love this color. And my neighbors have some, I don't know the neighbors, I just look at their flowers, and I think I actually took pictures. They have some peonies in this color, and so that's why I was like, let's give it a go. This is Magenta Madness. I think it's, oh, gosh, look at that. It's so cute. It's going to be one of my favorite colors. Okay, they're probably all going to be my favorite colors, and I probably say it every year. It happens. I do that with my yoga classes. I'm like, oh, this is one of my favorite poses. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and this is my favorite pose. I apparently have lots of favorites, which is good. I guess it's good to like lots of things and then to be grumpy about lots of things. Okay, hopefully I got that right. All right, so last one goes in from the front. Oh, it's so pretty. Flip it over. Okay, get it lined up. Look at that. That was so easy peasy. Ta-da! Guys, so see the difference of, well, of course, they're different colors, but this is stamping on the lines to kind of provide shadow, and this was providing color on the edges. And I'm pretty sure there's probably no wrong way to do it. All right, let's make a card. So we're gonna go easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is gray granite, cut to your normal 5.5 by 8.25. Okay, I embossed the white. I showed you this earlier, and here's this Magenta Madness. This is an 1/8 of an inch smaller. I'm checking it out in case I need to, because sometimes when you emboss, it shrinks your paper a little bit. Okay, nope, I'm good. Now this one, you could go either way. This is not a, I feel like it's a 3D embossing folder, but it's not as deep. So I think you can use Stampin' Steel, and you don't have to use glue. So when they're really have a lot of bumps, I like to use glue. Of course, it's easier to fix your small border when you use glue, so I may be regretting this choice. See how this works great when it's on a big piece, and I'm going to put it in the middle because that is going to be heavy in the middle. Okay, all right. Oh, Jill, you like the shadowing? Oh, thank you, Emily. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like it. It's a cute set, and it's not, as you see, it's not as fiddly as you think it might be. So I'm really excited that I got it. Okay, that's going there. And then we're going to use a little, not this side, that would not go well. Although, wouldn't that be cute with this? Oh, that'd be super cute. But we're doing our magenta one. That's what I get for talking. I mess up my thing. Because I thought, oh, I want to just make a cute, simple card. This is one of my most favorite layouts. Sometimes I vary the size of the piece in the middle. Okay, because then let's see. Do we want the ribbon around the whole card, or do we want it just around the little piece? Aw, okay. Oh, you know what? We're going to go around the whole thing because I like the contrast there. Okay, we'll do that in 1 second. Let's stamp our little tiny hello. And we're going super easy. That is the wrong color. We just need a little strip of white. Oh, you missed the sound of snail clear. You're right. This does not. It's like secret adhesive. Oh, Janet, you got to get the embossing folder. You got to. That is so funny. It's okay. You can place another order. I've had to do that a little bit. Okay, is that white? That is white. That's so funny. I pulled out a bunch of very vanilla, which I needed on the other card. Okay, so we're going to stamp this little hello. What I'm thinking is, you know what? Let's put the flower on this side and have the words come from that side. So it just says hello. Let's see, can I just stamp it straight? No. Let's come down here. I always try each end first, and then if I have to, I go to the middle. We're going to go in the middle. Somehow Audra's going to stamp hello evenly. Oh, look at that. Third one is a charm. Okay. So we are going to snip. I'm going to cut it big, and then I'm going to cut it down. Okay, that way I got some wiggle room. Oh my gosh, this flower. Okay, so this is going in the middle. This is super easy. I'm telling you, and you gotta, I don't know if I'm pushing too hard, because see that, and it's like, you're right, it's super silent, so you can't tell sometimes. I'm like, did I put glue on there? Did I do it? There's definitely a little bit of a learning curve. Hopefully not as much as the the Stampin' Fuse, although I loved that, and I was like super pro at Stampin' Fuse, but apparently other people weren't, and they only bought it when it went on like super sale, and then I would get mad because everybody would buy it and I couldn't get it. And I'm down to like my last 2 things, although I think someone told me you can buy the refills somewhere else. Okay, that's going on there. And then, okay, we're gonna do our faux bow. So what you need is longer than your piece. And actually it's gonna be a faux knot. I'm not gonna tie a bow. And then, where's my flower gonna go? I feel like I want the flower here, and I want the Just Jade leaves here. Okay, so it's gonna go slightly below half is what I'm gonna go with, and we'll see. The good thing is when you do a faux one, we can peel it off and do another one. Did I get it? Nope. There we go. Yeah, it's super quiet adhesive. There we go. Okay. Oh, the vet appointment went fine. My little dog, she's 12, but it's one of those appointments where they're like, oh, you know, well, she has a heart murmur, which they found last time I took her. So the vet's like, and this was weird. I had to like, they call me in the car. You have to like wait outside, and it was super hot. So then I went and sat at this picnic table. It was not the most fun vet appointment. Anyway, they want her to go to a cardiologist, my dog, to a cardiologist. And I'm like, really? To get a baseline, she has a heart murmur. It's pretty common in older dogs. And then something else was elevated, and they're like, oh, you could get an ultrasound. I was like, oh my gosh. And my husband, of course, is like, what? Why would I do any of those things? So we'll have to see. But actually, she is very healthy for her age. I think one of the big ones needs to come over here. Isn't those colors pretty together? Like you think, oh, you don't have to use the in colors together, but look at that. That is super pretty. Okay, I like that, okay. And then this I'm gonna trim down. But what I wanna do is I needed the spacing. So I probably should have attached this. You know what? I'm gonna attach it to the, and then the knot's gonna come. Where are we gonna put the knot? We're gonna put the knot here. I'm gonna attach it to the card so I don't have to flip it over with the whole flower thing on there. Okay. Ooh, that was attached nicely to my table. Okay. Yeah, see, I think I'm pressing too hard. I don't know what's up with me. Because see, that's coming out nice and easy. So anyway, the dog is fine. She's totally fine. We're just gonna, your friend's dog got a pacemaker. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what they said is it's good to have a baseline, and if we did have to put her to sleep, like to get her teeth cleaned, they would have to do it anyway. Like they would need to know. So, but you have to go to a special dog vet, a dog cardiologist. And I think they said it costs like $500 and something. So I don't know. My husband's not going to think that's a good idea, but I kind of feel like, you know, we should do it. Not right away. She said we didn't have to do it right away. Okay, so we need a piece about 4 inches. We're going to tuck this under and tie it in a knot. So just like, I guess, when people get old. I mean, she's not that old, and she seems pretty darn peppy. Okay, so apparently, this ribbon is strong. All right, we'll cut that down. All right, apparently I'm changing my mind about which direction my flower is going to face, and I'm going to do one up, but I got to keep it on the card. That would be important. Okay, yay! It kind of reminds me of the rose from Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so I'm gonna glue dot this. I wouldn't do dimensionals if you expect, because this is already pretty big. Now, if you're giving it to someone, or oh my goodness, couldn't you picture a 3D frame? You could dimensional, I mean, I wouldn't dimensional this part because I don't think it will fit, but you could then dimensional it on. Okay, so a nice, and so I'm gonna leave my leaves there, and then I'm gonna come back and add them in. Okay, so see how I can slide it out? And I'll give it a glue dot. Yes, exactly, Janet, but why not? Oh, you know what, let's do the bottom one. I'm gonna give it a glue dot because they look great together, and that was my thought, was that the magenta, it was nice and bright and bold, and so we're gonna get some bold leaves. Now, I don't know what color the leaves of these flowers really are. I want to get it on top of the ribbon, but under the flower. I'll have to go look at my neighbor's thing and see what color the leaves are. Or of course, look at Google. That's how, ooh, look at that. I almost had that one stuck on already. Okay, give him a glue dot, or her. Don't know the sex of my leaves. All right. I want it to stick out more, but it's not going to fit in the card. Okay, there we go. Then I squish it all down. Okay, we're going to trim this. You know, I'm going to get this card is really pretty. I want to make sure I get the ribbon happy. You need a happy ribbon. Okay, and now our cute little hello is going on. I know there's been a lot of Disney lately. You know, I was supposed to go there in April. We were going to go for my birthday right around Easter. And we did not go because it was closed. So I'm missing. I like it there on that edge. Okay. And then we're gonna notch. No, we're not gonna notch it. We're gonna go like this. Okay. Glue dots. You know what? Actually, dimensionals. Dimensionals. We just need 2 little dimensionals on here, because the other part is all puffy anyway. And then wait, we're going to add the little enamel thingies, and we'll be good to go. Yay, I love it when something that's in my head and I didn't get a chance to make one. I'm okay with that, right there. Okay, so now we get to choose. I think I'm going to go with the clear sparkly ones and not the frosted ones. Oops, did I get under the adhesive? Okay. So I'm going to do one here and one here and then one at the top. I'll go ahead and do a big one. On the gray. I like it on the white. It could have went either way. And there we go. Look at that cute card. Pretty easy. And look at this. And look, okay, now look. This is what I think is cool. Look how different. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Whoa, not so much. Sorry, like I said, I got big fingers. Look how different those projects look with the same suite, the same basic supplies. You just change the color, you change how you arrange it, you change what you do, and you can get a very, very different look. Thank you guys. Yay! I'm so glad you came by tonight. This was fun. This was probably, okay, and now compared to demos with like 200 people or 500 people watching, this was pretty exciting for me. There have been 12 people watching this video, and I am super excited about that. So I hope that you come back for more. On a different day. Tomorrow I will hopefully make one. I'm not sure if I'll get one every day because I've got a lot of work to do. Remember, the open house is Sunday at 1:30. So whether you got the make and take packets or not, you can totally join in. It's going to be right here on Facebook. I'll do demos, and there'll be lots of posts of ways to interact and prizes to win. And I'll just share more things. So there you go. As always, questions, comments, requests. You want to sign up for the Just Cards class. You want to know more. Remember, we have Adjoining, what do you call it, incentive. If you want to get this bundle, now you can't get the whole suite for free, but you could get the dies and the stamp set for free if you join Stampin' Up. It's a bonus in addition to your starter kit. If you want to shop or have a party, you could get, if it's $250, you basically get $50 worth of free stuff, which is almost, how much is this bundle? Just the $57.50 is the stamps and the dies. So there you go. Lots of fun ways to save. And of course, if you become a demo, you're saving 20% or more every time you shop. All right. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Pam. Oh, good. And Pam got her packet. Cool. Thank you, friends, for watching. And I will see you next time. Stay crafty.